What is up, Boston Steel Scarf fans, and welcome to our PGL Week 9 matchup against Trexus and the Indianapolis Cobalions. So, in my typical fashion, I screwed up the recording this week. Check this out. Behind me is my recording of what I thought was a live commentary. This is what I got. The end of the battle is what I recorded. That was it, and that was black screen because I thought that I stopped recording, but what I did is I started recording. So instead, we're going to do a post-commentary today. I'm going to close this shindig down, and we're going to do a post-commentary of this game, gosh darn it, because I am a doofus, aka a goofus in today's new world. But anyways, we're going to open the Versus recorder and see how this battle went. Now, this is the final battle of the regular season. So if we win this, we make it the playoffs. If we lose this, he makes it the playoffs because we're both tied right now in the league. So this matchup mattered a ton to both teams in that regard for making it to playoffs. Sorry, I'm speaking so freaking weird. But anyways, a little aggravated that I did not record my live comp, but I've been doing a lot of post comms recently. Anyways, you guys seem to like them, so yeah, might as well keep doing it. So anyways, we brought ourselves Rotom Wash, Donphan Thundurus, Araquanid, Mega Aerodactyl, Mimikyu. He brought Lycanroc, Jirachi, Xurkitree, Slowking, Dragonite, and Ludicolo. He told me he brought a meme team. So we're going to dip into this and see what he means by a meme team. Let's do this thing. Make sure you go check out his channel down below, by the way. Show him some love, some support. I believe we end up leading with Spin Cycle, the Rotom Wash. The only thing I feared from him is if he led with his Xurkitree would be not ideal. So I just was like, you know what, we're just going to do this. We're just going to lead with the Rotom Wash, see how it goes. He sends out Rough, which is the Lycanroc Shiny. It looks really cool. By the way, guys, I lost my jersey for the Boston Steel Scarf, so I've been very upset about that recently. I don't know where it is. It's probably in the dirty laundry. But he goes for a Toxic. Right off the bat, I was like, oh, is this what he means by a meme team? Everything's going to be Toxic stall? That would be a little crazy. So he goes for his Toxic. We go for the Hydro Pump. It's a very unfortunate first turn to get Toxic like that because this is our specially defensive wall this week. Special defensive wall, getting Toxic with no source of recovery and no way of heal belling. No Umbreon this week or anything, so we can't heal bell that away. But we decide to just go for the Hydro Pump. It takes the thing out, and he brings in the Salsa Verde. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm just going to go for a Volt Switch. Get out of here. Do a little bit of chip damage to this thing, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for a Rain Dance. I said that in the live comments. Like, he's going to go for a Rain Dance, because he said it's a meme team, and what do you do on meme teams? You go for Rain Dance. He goes for Rain Dance as we bring out Phobia, who... a Leech Life will do a massive amount of damage to a Ludicolo, so I was like, I'm just going to Leech Life, even though I probably should have Liquidationed in case he sent in something else. Like, it's kind of predictable that he would, but I was like, you know, I'm just going to go for a Leech Life, just in case. He said it was a meme team, so if it's a meme team, he might stay in. So I go for the Leech Life. We do some damage to Happy Guy, but not very much, because, of course, it's not very effective. And now we have a very scary threat on the field, who goes for a Hurricane and lands it and does a massive amount of damage to Phobia. I'm very upset at this point because Phobia deals with almost all of his team. We're going to go for the Ice Beam anyways because now Multi-Skill doesn't come into effect because he's been damaged. But, of course, he's holding on the weakness policy. So now we've got a +2, I believe it puts you up. +2 special attack and attack Dragonite on the field. It's very scary. I'm trying to preserve Phobia just because I'm like, he does so good in this matchup. I need to hold on to him. So I bring in Donphan, hoping that Donphan can take at least one physical blow. And knowing if not, we do have the Sturdy, which he brings us down to with a second Hurricane. And we can go for an Ice Shard to finish this thing off, as long as we don't get confused. Hurricane is broken. Huge damage and causes confusion, or has the potential to cause confusion. Very upset about that, but it's okay. We go for an Ice Shard. Let's see if we manage to connect, or do we kill ourselves? We do manage to connect the Ice Shard, which is enough to take down the Happy Guy, who is no longer happy and flappy. He's just dead. He's just dead. So now, I believe he brings in his Slowking, if I'm not mistaken. Let's double check that before I go on to... He does. Beach Boolin. Beach Boolin. He brings in, and I'm like... Okay, I'm going to try and bring Araquanid in here so we can Leech Life and get health back, and Araquanid might be able to stay in the fight because we might be able to live a water move, but he does just go for the Psy Shock and take us down. I was very upset at that play. I was like, oh, come on. I wanted to stay in, leech life this thing. But I'm like, okay, this is a good opportunity to bring in Cosplay. We set up a Swords Dance, and we might be able to sweep his team. So we set up the Swords Dance. I'm thinking he could Scald, but I don't think Burn goes through Disguise, if I'm correct. He goes for the Scald, and I had said it. I said, I don't think Scald goes through Disguise. I was wrong, but he gets the burn. He gets the 30% or whatever it is, and now we're like a neutral Mimikyu, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Claw because it still does like 65-70% to this thing. The only issue is we have a Toxic Pokemon, we have a really low Pokemon HP-wise, we have a burned Pokemon, and we have a dead Pokemon, and we're looking really weak. And he goes for the Scald, does about 50%, a little over 50% to us. I can just go for another Shadow Claw to finish this thing off if he decides to stay in. We shall see. That burn, though. The burn. It burns. But yeah, it's a very close matchup, this game. We have 2 of his mons dead, 3 now, and a lot of our Pokemon are really weak, statused, and dead. So it's extremely close. It's not looking great for either side at this point. We're both probably a little nervous about the situation. He brings in his Jirachi. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Sneak to get off as much damage as possible because I'm like, this thing's probably Scarfed then. So I might as well just get off some chip damage and let Mimikyu go down. There's not really anything else Mimikyu can do. Might have been able to help with the Dragonite, but we already took the Dragonite down, so it didn't matter. So Mimikyu goes down, and I'm gonna bring in Kazooie. Because Kazooie could kill this thing with a Earthquake. So we're going to Mega Evolve, and if he's Scarfed, he outspeeds. Actually, I think he speed ties with us if he's Scarfed. So he does turn out to be Scarfed. He goes for the Iron Head again, and he gets the 100% damage, which was a high roll, unless he was spec'd differently than I thought. But I'm pretty sure he had to have been Jolly Nature Scarf to be able to speed match me or something like that. So he managed to win speed tie and get the high roll, 100% damage. The min roll was like 86, I think. So kind of unfortunate, but he does take us out, as he's going to switch out when I bring in the Thundurus, and I'm going to go for a Dark Pulse because that was the best move to go against the Jirachi with. And Salsa ate that pretty well, so I'm going to switch out because I know at this point I need to preserve Thundurus if I have any chance of winning. He's our Scarfer this week, so we need him to take on that Jirachi who is clearly Scarfed. He's going to go for the safe play Ice Beam. I'm bringing in Banjo literally just to get a free switch in. Banjo wasn't going to do anything at this point. There was nothing Banjo was touched and didn't get destroyed by with like 12 HP left, so that was the deal there. So I bring back in Thundurus, aka Sinbad, and I just go for the Thunderbolt safe play. I could have went for Sludge Bomb, but I was like, brings in Jirachi, that's a no-go, so I'm just going to go for the Thunderbolt and make the safe play. And now, all he has left is Xurkitree and Jirachi. Xurkitree's at full health. It's a very scary Pokemon, especially if it's got Tail Glow on it. And I'm going to switch out of Sinbad because I need this thing, like I said, to survive. So I bring out Spin Cycle. As he does some weird stuff the next 2 turns. He goes for a water, I think it was a water type Rain Dance Z power. I don't know what that does. I think it probably makes Rain Dance last longer, but I've never actually seen it used before, so I was a little curious by this. That's the only thing I can assume is maybe Rain Dance lasts a little bit longer, and this is part of the meme right here, apparently. This is part of the meme. It looks like he has zip ties on him, which is very interesting. / Christmas lights. You look at Xurkitree's arms. He's like zip tied together with Christmas lights. I don't know. But anyway, Spin Cycle. He's going to go for a Hidden Power, expecting us to switch out. So it's going to be a Hidden Power Ice for our... Or actually, it could have been anything, but I think it was Hidden Power Ice. I don't really know. But we're going to go for our Hydro Pump, which does a massive amount of damage to Xurkitree. So it was a very good play to stay in that turn. It worked out in our favor. It could have been very risky, but like I said, I wasn't willing to bring in Thundurus and risk being damaged and being able to be taken down with 1 hit by Jirachi. Because currently, Jirachi can't OHKO us with any move that I know of, so that was the whole idea there. So he just goes for Thunder because he set up the Rain, so of course he's going to go for the Thunder as we go for a Thunderbolt to finish this thing off. And we're looking pretty good here. We are looking pretty good unless this Jirachi's got something I was not aware of. We're looking fantastic. So he's going to bring in his Jirachi. We're going to get really low down to Poison. Now, I'm hoping he doesn't... He's definitely Scarf, so I don't think he has anything that can kill both Rotom and Thundurus. We're just going to stay in with Rotom, though. Take the hit and get the free clean switch in to Thundurus as he gets a crit. I don't think the crit mattered. I don't think we were living anything. So Sinbad comes in. And we're going to go for our Dark Pulse. That's all we can do. Dark Pulse and hope to kill. But he does just live on like 1 HP as he goes for Zen Headbutt. And does about 50%, a little bit more than 50%. And we've won the game. All we have to do is hit Dark Pulse again and we're good to go. So your Boston Silk Scarfs are moving on to the playoffs. This is our second season ever being in the playoffs in the PGL. It's pretty darn exciting. Last time we managed to make it to the championship game. Hopefully we can do the same. But either way, we've had tons of fun this season. We made it way further than I ever thought possible with this team. When I drafted it, I was so concerned because I had never used a team quite like this before. But along the way, we made some trades that I think really helped our team out. We got some lucky wins here and there that really helped keep us going. But as we move into playoffs, I'm gonna try and prep a little bit better, and hopefully we can make some we can make a splash in the playoffs. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to shield bash the like button down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you all in the next one. Till then, stay frosty and peace out. Playoffs.